Yes, when you start, making a Wonder Woman in India, and it does equally well as, I don't know, like a Pathan, then maybe there will be a pay equality.
I had posted the Kajol clip online and it extracted several reactions from people. While the majority of the internet supported the argument of earning a paycheck reflective of the box office you draw guarantee, a section of the audience, and justifiably so, presented on how the argument placed by Kajol is often an anomaly. Pathan is a lightning in a bottle that does a box office revenue of 1,000 crores, a career spanning 30 years of Shah Rukh Khan, and he delivers his biggest hit at the age of 57. So Pathan isn't the norm that should be used as the benchmark for what women should achieve in order to ask for equal pay. But the topic is not as black and white as one would like to believe. See, I think it would be foolish not to admit that it has taken years of breaking the patriarchal mode of movies for women to have leading roles where they have genuinely meaty roles. Being reduced to the damsel in distress or the romantic subplot is something that female actors are still dealing with, and the leading roles are few and far between. So for the actors to strive towards a level playing field is justified because they are working towards the years of the system believing that an actress doesn't deserve a higher pay grade or cannot draw a crowd with her films. There are several arguments that need to be established regarding the same topic. The pragmatic approach, and something that most people will agree with, is that if one can guarantee a theatrical success as the lead, then the producers will follow suit in investing in the talent due to the track record they have clearly showcased. A basic case of facts over feelings irrespective of the gender. When Amir Khan was asked about pay parity during the promotions of Talash, he clearly mentioned how the price is dictated by the market.
Your fee is connected to your ability to fill the theatre. If I'm paid 5 rupees, if Rani can fill in more seats than I can, 101% she'll be paid more than me. The market forces will make sure that she gets paid more than I do. So it's got nothing to do with your sex as female or a male.
This is something that Ronda Rousey also expressed, as she was the biggest draw for the UFC at one point of time during her long undisputed title reign. The journalist's question was to bait her so that she stands against the pay gap, but Rousey expressed on why she gets paid the big bucks versus others irrespective of the gender.
I'm the highest paid fighter not because Dana and Lorenzo wanted to do something nice for the ladies. They do it because I bring in the highest numbers. They do it because I make them the most money.
What's very important to understand is that the market will always dictate the decisions made by the industry. So if there are movies like Razi and English Winglish and Veere the Wedding that do commercially well, the producers are more secure in believing that an Alia Bhatt or a Kareena Kapoor or a Sridevi starrer will draw audiences even in the future. But the important point to acknowledge is, and this is a question I pose to you, will producers consistently invest in a female-led film after its failures the same way they consistently invest in male stars despite a long streak of failures? And another question that I pose to you is that how many times does it happen that a female star delivers a hit but everyone equates the success to the director versus the female star? Something that doesn't really happen with male stars.
Say how come Gangubai did well?
Because so here's the explanation. It's a Sanjay Leela Bhansali.
Yeah, which we spoke about
Yeah.
the last time, because if a woman-centric film does well, then it's a director's credit.
Correct.
Brown paper bag.
And this is ridiculous.
Or maybe she's exhibiting testosterone-ish quality.
What's undeniable and something that should be acknowledged is the several cases in which female actors in projects have been paid the same or more than their male counterparts. It is rumored to be believed that Deepika Padukone was the highest paid in a movie like Padmavat, where she was playing the title role. There are cases of Sridevi and Madhuri Dixit being bona fide stars in their prime and getting paid more than their male counterparts in movies like Lamhe and Hum Aapke Hain Kaun. Similarly, Alia Bhatt is of course the star of Razi and is paid more than a not-so-seasoned Vicky Kaushal. It is reported that Kangana Ranaut went away with a bigger paycheck than Shahid Kapoor and Saif Ali Khan for Rangoon. This is the same case for Shraddha Kapoor in Stree 2. So one should acknowledge that in many cases where the core focus of the plot is the female star, they have been cashing in bigger paychecks than their male counterparts. What's also important to acknowledge is that the projects with two leading actors, especially talents that have started at a similar time, have a track record that is usually not associated with stars and, for a lack of a better term, called mid-tier in their box office pull, should strive towards equal pay, something that was presumably pushed for a film like Sui Dhaga starring Varun Dhawan and Anushka Sharma, and something that apparently was executed for the Dulhania series as well. Anushka Sharma, during the promotions of her film, also mentioned the importance of what producers should acknowledge regarding the contribution of the female star, but not going out of her way to ask for unrealistic figures.
I'm not saying pay me the same money you're paying the Khans, because they've been here for like...
Correct.
But you can't think that my contemporary male actors and I should have such disparity just because I'm a woman and you're saying कि मेरा कोई contribution नहीं है film को.
I remember when I was talking about the reason for the advanced bookings in India for Oppenheimer to be exceptionally higher than Barbie had no social commentary of how India is sexist. But it all had to do with Nolan being a decorated filmmaker who is making global hits since the mid-2000s and has a huge fan base in India because of that. I was labelled a sexist and a misogynistic pig for having this take, but Barbie is going on to do $1 billion in its worldwide revenue, and I think there is a misconception of what is advocated versus the results. The rejection of certain commercial films in Hollywood starring female leads actually has nothing to do with the inherent misogyny in men, but them just not feeling compelled to see a bad movie. This notion that men feel threatened in seeing strong female leads in movies is absolutely bogus and reductive, and I was seeing this exceptionally crafted video by Master Samwise where he speaks about how audiences hate bad writing, not strong women, citing examples of She-Hulk, Rings of Power, Captain Marvel and The Last Jedi, where the forced social commentary gets nauseating for audiences, where the agenda trumps the art, and a brilliant line from the video I think summarizes the feeling of most audience members, and that is, write characters to tell a story, not to prove a point. Pointing out great examples of female leads like Emily Blunt from Sicario and Edge of Tomorrow.
Went to Indiana Jones and Jaws and every movie that Steven Spielberg's ever made, and by the way, he's never made a movie with a female lead. Sorry, Steven. I don't mean to call your ass out, but it's true. The color purple, thank you. Okay, I'm wrong.
I think it's important to acknowledge that it will take time to bridge the gap, to point out the market forces that exist today and how one can actively work towards change versus just shouting and wanting handouts under the guise of equality. I think more importantly, the box office moolah, like in the case of Barbie, will follow if one just acknowledges the simple rule said by a wise person: don't make a great female character, make a great character that happens to be female. And that was the video, guys. Write down in the comments below what you think about this ongoing topic for decades about equal pay in Bollywood or in the film industry in general. Please don't forget to follow me on Instagram. The handle's right in front of you. Follow me at JammyPants4. Also, please support us by smashing the like button and subscribing to our channel for weekly content ahead. Thank you for watching.